Hello everybody, it's the Crypic Knight here with a bit of a different video today. I was playing some Hollow Knight today, practicing the 4th Pantheon in the God Home so that I could get better at it before recording a video for it. Unfortunately, I beat the Pantheon on my first attempt after a break from my many failures. Luckily, I was able to clip the gameplay here, so I am recording a voiceover for that gameplay. The 4th Pantheon has always been difficult for me, so this was really surprising that I was able to beat it so quickly. So here we go into the Pantheon of the Night. There we go, and right on into it. There you go. So, first off, or the first boss that we have here is the Enraged Guardian, who is just about as dumb as the crystal he's made of. And he has so little health that I don't have time here to say much else. He does 2 max of damage, but as long as you can see better than Stevie Wonder can, then the attacks are pretty easy to dodge. Ignore the fact that I just got hit twice there. I was tired. It was just practice. Shut up. Okay. Now we move on to the Lost Kin. I absolutely hate this guy. I have no idea why, but Broken Vessel is an insanely difficult boss fight for me. And this guy is just that boss fight, but on crack cocaine, okay? So, my basic strategy is to hit this guy as much as you can, as fast as you can, until he dies. Nothing to it, just try to kill him before he kills you. And as you can see here, that is definitely not the best strategy, as I am absolutely getting nailed by this guy, hit by just about every single attack. And as you will see here, I go down to 1 mask, so I had no faith for this run at all. But there you go, I beat him. Shut up. We're moving on, okay? Now, No Eyes isn't much better. She moves around constantly, making it very hard to get many hits in at once, and the stupid flying things seem to hit me no matter where I go. Look at that. Well, I was able to dodge that one there. That was pretty good, at least. But I don't know, man. Plus, there's like, you can't really see it here, but when I move over there, maybe, on the edges there, there's spikes down there. So yeah, she teleports down there, there's spikes down there, so then when I try to pogo her, I fall to my death and take more damage than Hiroshima on August 6th, 1945. But, you know, I get through it, apparently, somehow. And as you can see, I'm not particularly a fan of many of these bosses in this Pantheon up to this point, so yeah. We're just gonna have to, ow, God, the damage, I'm telling you, man, this sucks so much. But whatever, moving on. Now we get the Traitor Lords, which I find to be a relatively nice boss fight. He has like 3 or 4 moves, and most of which are pretty easy to dodge. His attacks are pretty well timed so that your shadow dodge ability will recharge so that when the next attack comes at you, it's ready to use, so you can just dash through that. It's not that bad. The only attack that I really have any challenge with is that one right there, where he smacks the ground and creates giant shockwaves that you have to shadow dash through. But if that's the only attack I'm hit by, I'll take it. That's not too bad. Plus, you get plenty of time after defeating him there to heal up 2 or 3 times. So that's very nice. The White Defender is really cool. His voice lines are so fun, as I have mentioned in previous videos where I fought him. But, you know, as you can see here by this expert level gameplay, it's not the easiest boss fight in the world. I definitely take quite a few hits during this boss fight. But, you know, we get through it. I like to fight this guy like I fight Lost Kin, which is just smack him until he dies, basically. And obviously that's not the best strategy, but this one especially, it's not that bad because his boss fight is right before the hot spring thing, so you get all of your health and soul back, so it doesn't really matter too much that I'm taking a lot of damage, because we'll just move on and heal. I was so close to dying there, dude. I'm feeling anxious just watching it. I'm surprised I was able to make it through that. Yeah, if he would have thrown that, I'm pretty sure I would have died there. But, you know, it's whatever. And hey, now we're at the hot spring. So now we get to sit here and relax for about 5 seconds while my health and shield souls come back. And then we hop out of the water, yep, there you go, hop out of the water and crystal dash straight out of there and get back into the fighting. Now, the failed champion is, as his name suggests, a failure. He is the same as the very first boss in the game, but a bit faster, and he does 2 massive damage. But if you pay enough attention to what's happening, you can pretty easily beat him. Plus, he has hardly any health, so the fight won't take that long, and there aren't that many opportunities to get hit. If you get hit by the falling balls, it does 1 damage, so that's not bad. Plus, you just gotta smack him a few times, and then he's staggered, so it's really not that bad. Now, as you see me doing here, you can pogo on top of his armor like that to reset the timer for him, the timer for him to stand back up. So I take full advantage of it here especially, so you hop up there, smack it, and then you dream nail him to get soul back like that, and then you repeat the process until you have full soul and full health, so you can move on to the next boss fight feeling very nice. Now you just have to make sure that you do it quick enough so that he doesn't stand back up, so you don't have to go through another round of his bullshit, alright? So smack him a few times, dream nail him, get to full health, feeling real good, and that's it. You can even dream nail his armor if you would like to as well. So, okay, I'm just gonna say it. Markov can fuck off and die in the gas chambers. I don't care. He's fine right now, but in Pantheon 5, they take away the floor and he flies around so much that I can never get any hits on him. Using Abyss Shriek is your best bet to get in damage as long as you have the soul. The nail is fine, but the shields are likely to either block your nail hits or just straight up hit you while they circle around when you try to get close enough to him to be able to hit him at all. The toothpicks aren't that hard to dodge, but they get in the way when you try to hit them, plus they can knock you into the void in Pantheon 5 when there's no floor. I hate this fight so much, dude. Yeah, getting hit all over the place, bro. It's not fun. Your best bet when the shields go around and around like that is to just hide in the corner and heal as much as you can, because you are going to need the health at this point. So, best to just heal as much as you can when you can. I don't care. Fuck this fight. But then you move on to the Watcher Knights, who I find to be one of the easier fights in this Pantheon. It's really not bad. They have like, what, 3 attacks. They can roll on the floor, they can bounce up and down, or they could just swing at you. So when they swing at you, you just pogo on their heads. When they dash on the floor, either jump and dash, or you can, if your Shadow Dash ability is charged, then you can just dash right through them. And then if they bounce, like move, I don't know what else to tell you. It's not that bad. If there's 2 of them in like the same spot like that, and you have soul a bit available, it's a really good idea to use your Desolate Dive on them. So that way you can get in a lot of damage to both Watcher Knights, and you can make the fight so much faster. It's very nice. Yeah, other than that, just Shadow Dash through their attacks like that, and pogo on their heads when you can. You can also use the Dream Nail on them when they spawn in before they can start hitting you to get in some easy soul. It's pretty nice. Give you either a heal or another Desolate Dive, which is both very useful. And if there's one left, you can run to the other side of the arena, and you could probably get in 2 heals, I would think, before they catch up to you, because they have to like run over a little bit, like onto the screen, to be able to start attacking you. So yeah, that makes it nice as well. There you go. Watch that. And there you go. There's the Watcher Knight. So once again, it's really not that bad. So I don't imagine you would have too much difficulty with it. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, the Soul Tyrant is easy. I do not really care what you say. This fight is a heal, essentially. None of his attacks are very hard to dodge, and the biggest problem with this fight is he moves so damn fast that I can never get a hit on him before he teleports to the other side of the arena. When he doesn't attack like that, the 6 balls attack thing, it's best to just get in like 1 hit when you can, and then dash through it, and then just sit in the center, because you can't get hit while you sit in the center by this thing. So very nice. Yeah, really, he's not that bad. Most of his attacks are countered simply by moving, so that's pretty easy. Now, I can give credit to the guy that his face still looks as good as it does, because you see during this fight, he's constantly smashing his face into the ground, so it's pretty impressive. I should ask him about his skin routine sometime, that'd be pretty good. Yeah, so basically just dodge the pretty easy to dodge attack, and then just hit him when you can, which is a challenge, but whatever. When you get staggered like that, it's good to use the bitch streak to get in some extra damage there. But other than that, yeah, it's really just running around the arena trying to catch the guy. It's the only challenging part of this fight. Very nice when he does that ground thing, when he just floats across the ground, because you can pretty easily get in 2 hits, maybe 3 hits. If you get the first 2 hits in early, then you could dash over and maybe get a 3rd one, but 2 hits, that's pretty good, considering that you can, like, only ever hit this guy once, so, you know, it's whatever. And, once again, the second phase isn't much harder than that. It's just a bunch of face smashes into the ground, and then he chucks a bunch of balls at you while he chills someone while sitting still, which makes it pretty easy to slash him with your nail repeatedly until he dies. Yeah, the only annoying part is if he spawns in the sky like that, and you have to jump up and hit him, it can be really annoying, but sometimes you get lucky and he spawns pretty close to the ground for that, so it's very nice. The face smashes can get hard to dodge because he's just doing it so much, but yeah, other than that, not bad. The important part of this is trying to get, like, as close to full health as you can and having as much soul as possible by the end of this fight, because you are going to need it for Pure Vessel. But here you go. You've made it to the end of the Pantheon of the Night. Congrats! Now this last part will likely end all of that good fortune you've had up to this point, especially if it's your first time getting here. To put it simply, Pure Vessel will fuck your ass, okay? There is nothing you can do about it. This guy is faster than me in bed, and he hits harder than your alcoholic stepdad. Alright? Man. His attacks are just as fucked, and are incredibly hard to dodge. Let alone get hits in while all this is happening. It took me 3 hours of practice to beat this guy once for the Pantheon. That's insane. I have 30 hours total in this game, which means that about 1/10 of that was spent practicing for this boss fight. And I still barely beat this guy. I'm whooping him right now, but by the end, I would have 1 mask left. So it's not fun. I have learned through my many experimentations that the best way to get in damage is when he gets staggered, you want to run over to him like that and Desolate Dive on him. And then when he does the ball, it's to run away and get in 2 of the, whatever they're called, just the Vengeful Spirit attacks, soul things. When he spits out those arm things, I can't dodge them, so I just try to go for damage, and that's what I did here. It goes down to 1 mask, but I was so confident I would win that I just kept hitting him. So there you go. As you can see, I am very excited by that amount of Desolate Diving and my very frantic nail slashes into the air. But there you go. Now you get a very nice cutscene, probably relating to all of the vessels and whatnot, and the God Home thing opening up for you for the Pantheon, like the 5th Pantheon. So there you go. Thanks for watching this, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this. Let me know how it was by liking the video and subscribing. It really helps me out. So yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and hopefully I will see you in the next video of mine. So peace out, everyone. See you guys.